without the full range of downsized engines, the A5 can't quite claim to have shed the same 120 kilograms its saloon sibling managed, but the as much as 85 kilograms quoted by Audi helps the model tested to achieve a respectable 1,535 kilograms curb weight. The weight loss can be attributed not only to the platform's mix of aluminium and high-strength steel, but also the kind of far-reaching effort that results in the through-load seat frame being made of magnesium and the carpets being weight-optimized. Such attention to detail is admirable and of benefit to both efficiency and performance. The performance-orientated 249 bhp 2.0 TFSI doesn't share the clever Miller cycle timing of the 188 bhp version that is currently available in the A5 Coupe and A4 Estate and Saloon here in the UK, but it is nevertheless armed with Audi's valve lift system and all the other bells and whistles required to deliver 273 pounds-foot from 1,600 revolutions per minute while emitting just 144 grams/km of CO2. The 188 bhp 2.0 TDI unit trumps that with 295 pounds-foot, equaling the 215 bhp 3.0 TDI's peak twist, and is offered with a 6-speed manual gearbox and front-wheel drive, if you go for entry-level spec. Most people, though, will opt for the 7-speed S-tronic transmission, newly fettled for the job and attachable to any engine save the forthcoming 282 bhp 3.0 TDI and a 349 bhp 3.0 V6 TFSI in the S5. Both of which will use the latest iteration of Audi's 8-speed Tiptronic torque converter automatic. Whichever drivetrain you opt for, the Sportback's suspension is by way of a revised 5-link axle at the front and an entirely new one at the rear, where its predecessor had a heavier trapezoidal link. Our test car had standard passive sport suspension, adaptive dampers are a £600 option. Audi's Drive Select, though, is featured across the range, as is a revised electromechanical steering rack. The 2.0 TFSI tested gets the Quattro-branded self-locking center differential that defaults to a 40% front, 60% rear torque split, although 70% to the front or 85% to the rear is possible. An additional sport diff for the back axle is limited to the option list of the S5 and top-spec TDI. The A5 Sportback gets a slightly more generous level of infotainment kit than the entry-level A4, specifically a bigger trip computer screen and a 10-speaker stereo that costs £275 extra on the latter car. Move up to mid-level sport trim and you get SD card-based sat-nav and an Audi Connect trial subscription. Splash out on a top-spec S-Line car, however, and you'll still need to find an extra £1,100 for Audi's technology pack to get its widescreen infotainment system, fingertip input MMI rotary controller, full online connectivity and wireless smartphone charging. You'll then pay more still if you want virtual cockpit, £250, or the Bang & Olufsen premium audio, £750. Our test car had widescreen MMI Navigation Plus and Virtual Cockpit but not the top-level audio, and its sound system hardly floundered. The systems aren't cheap but they are brilliant once you're familiar with them and know how to put the information you want exactly where you want it. The sat-nav takes free text input and is easy to use.